Nightmare on Elm Street. Roll the intro. Alright, welcome back. We are doing, we're gonna do some first time watchings. Yes, I am not a horror fan. Well, I'm not the horror fan that you think I am. So yes, I'm a horror fan. The problem was when I was younger, I was always afraid of horror movies. I didn't like horror movies. I would not even touch a horror movie. Um, I got into horror movies around like 13 years old, 14. I started with the Scream movies. I started with very light horror movies, went up, even though Scream to me right now is not even it's hilarious. So but when it came to when I got older, I started looking at the older movies, but I really didn't touch a lot of the older ones. So I always prompted more to the new horror movies that would come out and watch those instead of actually watching the older horror movies. The only old horror movie I ever seen franchise all the way through is Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scream. So I never seen Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky. Um, I never seen Hellraiser, Aliens, Shining, Evil Dead. Like the list goes on. I've seen the newer versions of those characters. For example, like not Nightmare on Elm Street, but like I seen the newer versions of them. Like I seen like the newest version of like the Friday the 13th. I seen the newest version of Tech Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though I already said I seen all of that. I seen a couple of others like Evil Dead, like 2013 reboot, but I haven't really touched horror. And I really want to go back and go into the depths of the retro stuff because 1980s had a lot of good movies that I haven't seen, and you probably will just be like, "Oh my god, you never seen this?" So, without further ado, this is the first time watching Nightmare on Elm Street 1984. And let's get right into this. Movie that's introduced Johnny Depp? I didn't know that. Okay. And my man, Robert. Okay, my question is, who runs like that? Who runs like that? I don't know why I clapped. Who runs like that? I do that often and I gotta stop. Who runs like he bro, that is definitely Johnny Depp. But it's so weird because he has no makeup on, man.
Hello, Mom?
It's amazing you saying that. That made me remember the dream I had last night. What'd you dream? I dreamed about a guy in a dirty red and green sweater.
Well, what about the fingernails?
Oh, he showed his fingernails around me.
Your mom ain't home, is she? Me and Tina got stuff to discuss.
Rod,
Oh my god.
We got our mother's bed. You guys got the rest.
I think this is an odyssey.
Are we doing some Demogorgon crap here? Let's put my hands through the walls. Oh my god.
Please, God. Not a lunatic, Dad.
You have a sane explanation for what he did?
Apparently he was crazy, Joe. Nancy said they'd had a fight.
It wasn't that serious.
Maybe you don't think murder is serious.
There was somebody else there.
The door was locked from your side.
Don't look at me like I'm some fucking fruitcake or something. I'm warning you.
Just move away from her, son. Real easy, like your ass depended on it.
Ew.
Call your mother. Everything's all right now.
No, somebody'd be under the covers with you guys without you knowing about it.
How the fuck do I know? I don't expect you to believe me anyway.
What do he look like? Did you get a look at him?
Yeah.
Yo, no, no. I don't like that. That creepy. That creepy. That creepy. That creepy. That very creepy.
I'm sorry. I tried to lay with them. I thought I'd see how you were.
Sometimes I wish you lived right across the street.
Would you shut up and let me in? Did you ever stand on a road cross in the back street? Ow!
And most of them are very short, so it makes me more happy compared to doing like the newer movies, because the newer movies are like 2 hours and then I have like 4 hours to record. Instead of that, I only have like 3 hours to record basically. And I think there's also credits for this one, so it's probably like 1 hour and 20 minutes, something like that.
What'd I do?
I just asked you to do one thing. Just stay awake and watch me. Just wake me up if it looked like I was having a bad dream. And what did you do? You fell asleep.
He's... Oh my god.
This will help you sleep. Yes, I know.
You knew about him all this time? And you've been acting like it was something I made up?
There's something wrong with you. You're imagining things. You feel better when you sleep.
It's just as simple as that.
Child murderer who killed at least 20 kids in the neighborhood. Kids we all knew.
Oh, Lord.
It drove us crazy when we didn't know who it was. But it was even worse after they got him.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Oh my god. That's a really...
Good night.
Alright. Let's see if he can do it.
Well,
Oh my god. That was fucking freaky. Bro, he literally like had the phone become a tongue. Oh my god. What? No way! Now that is such a creative way of killing him. Oh my god. Talk about this movie in a sense. Um, Personally, just wow. Across the board. It is a fantastic movie. Um, I loved every minute of it. Definitely the score. Um, I think the director really is a well-known director because I know that name from somewhere. Wes Craven. Oh, I know who that is. Never mind. Duh. This actually is Wes Craven's one of his first movies. Horror movies. Personally, I think um he probably had more projects before this, but um it's kind of interesting because Wes Craven did Scream. So this actually lines up with Scream because I thought for sure when I first watched this movie that it was going to be very 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 scary because it's literally about a person that kills people in their sleep. And no, it has a comedic take to it, which I really do like. I really do like the the um the soundtrack and all the songs that they used. I do like some of the scenes. Glenn um for Robert and and uh and Freddie and Nancy did a fantastic job throughout the movie. I really loved their performances. Heather, Johnny, and Robert. They did they did a wonderful job, and I really did like that. I really like the one famous scene that I have seen before. It's the scene where she's in the tub because it's just it gives you goosebumps. It gives you goosebumps. It's so fantastic in any way, shape, or form. I also do like the Johnny Depp death because the problem is with that death, it's so creative for 1980. Because in 1980, like we had very little special effects. So to see that actually performed it like or done in 1980 is beyond me, and and I'm wowed by Wes Craven's creativity with that scene just alone. Um, I really want to continue this series because the ending of that movie was very interesting, and there is multiple of these movies. I know that eventually, like all horror movies, these movie franchise like cuts down and the ratings go down, but I just want to do most of them and get them all done so we can see the finished product and also to see a more different version of these movies like each time because each time it's going to get more darker and more better. So if that's a word, well, that yeah, that is a word. Forgive me about that. But in terms of everything about this movie, it is definitely a good watch if you're into 80s movies. And I was I'm just appalled that it took me this long to actually touch this movie. Um, because I'm not like I guess I'm not a horror fan in any way, shape, or form, and it will be fun to do a lot more movies like this in the future because I do have a lot of retro movies that I have in the books that I would love to do, and I would also like to do a lot of other movies that I never seen before. I'm looking for one-offs, but at the same time, these ones are not going to be one-offs. These are going to be first-time watches, but I know that they get a lot of views. So personally, I feel like I'm confident enough for you guys to help me out with that, and you're gonna you're it's just gonna be a fun ride. And this is definitely I would say this is an 8.3 out of 10. And I think the only reason why I'm giving it an 8.3 is because um yes, it's great, but it's not gonna be a 9. It's a fantastic movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say all right. Actually, I'll give it an 8.7. That's what I'll do. Personally, I love the movie in every shape or form. They had a great cast of characters, and I cannot wait to touch the second one. Um, Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys later. Bye.